So just imagine, 90% of languages will be extinct probably in my lifetime. It's a catastrophic impact to an ecosystem to talk about that kind of extinction. Culturally, we're talking about the same thing. I mean, what if you lost all of Russian literature or something like that, or Russian, if you took all of the Slavic languages and just they went away, and no more Tolstoy.
It occurred to me that in the time we spent with him in the greenhouse, possibly 3 or 4 languages had died. In our efforts to preserve endangered species, we seem to overlook something equally important. To me, it is a sign of a deeply disturbed civilization, where tree huggers and whale huggers in their weirdness are acceptable, while no one embraces the last speakers of a language.
And we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters of the big corporations, but who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people who will be most affected by this, for our children's children, and for those people out there whose voices have been drowned out by the politics of greed. I thank you all for this amazing award tonight. Let us not take this planet for granted. I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so much.
The world's largest tropical rainforest is the Amazon, often likened to the lungs of our living, breathing planet. Whether they know it or not, each of the 7 billion people on Earth counts on the vast Amazon rainforest to regulate our planet's climate, absorbing carbon dioxide and generating a full 1/5 of the world's oxygen and fresh water. The biological riches of the Amazon are unsurpassed, with an unfathomable diversity of birds and animals, insects and fish, trees and plants. Countless species are yet to be discovered, possibly holding the key to curing illnesses such as cancer and AIDS. The Amazon rainforest: medicine, oxygen, water, food, life. And yet, this life-giving, climate-stabilizing, biological treasure is in great danger, threatened by industrial civilization's voracious appetite for its resources. Pipelines and oil roads slice into the rainforest, opening it to logging, mining, and oil drilling. Massive dams, industrial plantations, and cattle grazing bring further devastation. Deforestation in the Amazon now releases more carbon than U.S. automobiles.
Greetings. We are from the future. Everything is going to be all right. How can we be from the future, you might ask? Let us explain. Plants harvest light with near-perfect efficiency, but this is impossible under classical physics. Along the way to the photosynthesizing core, photons of light should collide with other particles, but they don't. A photon reaching the core is as likely to succeed as you sprinting blindfolded through a dense forest, reaching the center without striking a single tree. Plants are engaged in a kind of miracle. The plant puts the photon into a state of quantum superposition, multiplying it by every route that photon could possibly take. Imagine blindly sprinting through a forest, being multiplied into every one of the billions of possible paths. If any one of your possibilities were observed hitting a tree, the superposition would collapse, and that would be your final outcome. But the plant patiently refuses to observe any of these casualties, while at its heart, it continues to sing. Let there be light.
Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light.
When any of the possibilities finally reaches the core without fail, only that winner is observed. All the other possibilities disappear. The winner is transmitted back through time, from the future, and becomes the only possibility that ever existed. This is how photons reach the plant's core with impossible precision. This is how you and every organism in existence overcame the massive improbabilities of life. This is how we are from the future. This is how you will become the light of the world as we invoke the sacred imperative together. Let there be light.
Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.